All right, Shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakar Kadash, the honors to the apostles and elders of the GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are in truth and sincerity, the women and children, and confusion of faith who follow. So, we get beat down so often, in this kingdom. You have to realize that this is all we have. All we have is this truth. All we have is the Akim, and the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. So with that being said, Lord's will, this is an edifying lesson. Slakia. And I'm just going to jump right into these precepts. This is Judges 5 and 11. It says, They that are delivered from the noise of the archers and the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So, what does that mean? Let's go into it. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers, speaking of what? The end time, speaking of these missiles, all right, that are destined to hit America. It says, in the places of drawing water. What is drawing water? Now, in the ancient times, you didn't have a faucet or a sink, a spigot that you can just, turn on and the water would come out. You had to go to a well, or you had to go to a body of water and literally dump your bucket into the water and bring it back to your house. All right, that's work. All right, and that's what the drawing water is compared to. All right, Saki, I'm sorry. Actually, putting in that work, and that's what we have to do day in, day out. It can be physically tasking on us, mentally draining. It may even get your spirit down every now and then. But what it says, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. All right, this is the place where we're destined to come back to our heritage, to prove that we deserve the salvation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And how do we do that? We have to rehearse the righteous acts. Even though, you might have had a shitty day. You might have had a terrible day. Your woman may have got on your nerves and she might have did something. Your boss might have said something to you. A customer. You may have stubbed your toe. All kinds of things that can contribute to, you going through it. And that's all just the carnal stuff. That's not even talking about, the persecution that's going to come upon us and things of that nature, because that's where it's actually going to. So we first have to be able to overcome these minute things, because you going through it at your job, or in one of these small situations is nothing compared to what Esau has in store for us. So we have to be able to overcome these small tasks. All right, it says, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his village in Israel, then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So we have to, like I said, overcome. You have to power through. All right, we have a job, we have a task set. All right, and we have to perform. All right, this is Baruch chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, and for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. And that's plain. All right, it says, for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts. Us as the hopeful elect, we have that fear, that great reverence, that deep respect for the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Most High and His Son. Okay, it says, to the intent that we should call upon thy name. That's a key element right there. You have to call upon the name. You have to give reverence to the Most High and His Son. You can't have one without the other. There's a mediator. You have to go through Yahweh Shai in order to get to the Most High. All right, it says, and praise thee in our captivity. Well, that's that drawn water. That's that work. All right, that's the BS that we go through on a daily. All right, because in a captivity, it's not just like you just go to work and that's it. No, you are. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get an etymology on this. Captivity, it says from late 14th century, state of being a prisoner. That's deep. We are imprisoned in this country. All right, we are subject unto payments. It's so much thing. We have what we put money in bags with holes. From captives, caught, taken prisoner. From captives, past participle, caparari, to take hold, to seize. All right, this isn't this isn't our country. We weren't brought here to have fun, to quote prosper. Nothing wrong with being able to do good and doing better. Lord's will, we all increase to a level that we can handle. But that's not why we were brought here. We were brought here to serve slavery, to be a prisoner. In jail, do the prisoners run the show? No. You eat when they tell you to eat. You sleep when they tell you to sleep. You work when they tell you to work. And for the most part, we are all on a similar timeline. We go to sleep, we wake up, all right, we get ready to go to work. All right, you might hit the gym, you might holler at a little shorty or whatnot. But it's like that Matrix movie. They had Neo on a continuous loop. He was taking his little blue pills, and every day he was doing the same thing. He was living a rat race. And that's how we are. We're living that rat race. All right, that's the best way I could put it. It says, for we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. That's the reason why we're in this situation. All right, because when we were our forefathers, went off. So let's not shift the blame and say, well, it wasn't us that did it. It was our forefathers. We are our forefathers. All right. We as a nation went off from our power. So we as a nation are getting punished. Okay. The thing is, our sentence is damn near up. All right. So we have to endure. We have to keep going through these little trials, these little tribulations, and overcome them. Okay, and level up to the man that we need to be, that we project ourselves to be, that we hope and wish ourselves to be. We need to manifest that man. All right, by setting goals, by putting dates on them, by making accomplishments. All right, checking off those different goals. All right, you're not gonna just do it by sitting there with your hands in your pockets. All right, you have to have action. Whatever your goal is in this truth, you have to put the foot to flame, so to speak. You have to be active. Verse 8 says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. Okay, so as I said, we are subject to payments. We always got a bill. It's always something holding us down, dragging us down. All right. But that's life. I got something holding me back. You probably got something holding you back. And so does him, and so does she, and so does even that fucking little kid over there. There's always going to be a hindrance. But guess what? It don't matter because you have a job to do. There's a task set. Especially as a man in this truth, you know that you have to kick this word. And as the apostle deemed this year is what? The year of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai turning up. So we have to embrace that spirit and turn right up with it. Because if you don't turn up and you turn it down, you're going to get turned away. This is John chapter 16. The point's in 33. I'm going to start at 32. It says, Behold, the hour cometh, yea, and now is come, that ye shall be scattered, every man to his own, and shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. Right. So in everything that we do, Yahushua said that the Father is with him. All right. And he is with us. And if he's with us, if he's fighting for us, then we already got the victory. If Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is on your side, then you already got the victory. You just need to keep pushing to endure to the end. All right, it says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. Right, that in Yahushua we might have some peace. It says, in the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. Right, you're going to go through it in the world. All right, because we don't run to the same access to riot. We're not out celebrating the New Year's. We're not out, under the Christmas tree. Or dressing in the same cute pajamas. We're not in the spirit of the world. So yeah, we're going to have trouble in the world. This world is not for us. All right, we're prepared for the world of hereafter. It says, in the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. Even though we're going through all that hell, be of good cheer. Understand where your bread is buttered. Understand that we are at the end of this thing. And that at any time, these prophecies can start. And then what? We out of here. We gone. We saved. This could very well be the year that we get salvation. So you better turn up. You better want to do better. And it's not good enough to just want to do better. You have to do better. And when I say you, I mean me first. I'm not just speaking this to, to the general public or the men in the know or anyone. It starts with me first. I have to do better. I have to, become a better man of the Lord. If I want to keep my spot as the hopeful elect. All right, it says, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Yahushua already overcame everything. He already overcame the world. And he is left as an example for us to overcome the world. So, hey, I know you're going through it. I'm going through it too. We all going through it. Life can be exhausting, to say the least. But just know that there is a cause great enough to push when you think you don't have the energy. Push. Keep going. As the brother Isaiah said, keep running. All right. And with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakar Kadash, the honors to the apostles and others of the GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are learning truth and sincerity, the women, the children, the confusion, the faiths who follow. Shalom.